Okay. Well, where were we last time? Last time is already 2 weeks ago. Okay. Well, I don't know why so happened that the holiday is so long. Now here is a system that we wish to implement, the chat room. Okay. Some people already have played with the chat room last time. The chat room is something about relating message. Okay. If we already have an HTML5 WebSocket support, we don't need to do so many things. Now let's imagine that you are in an environment that is too old, that browser don't support it. Then we will go on to imagine that, okay, how about I open a TCP stream, a TCP connection, which is an HTTP request sent to the server running this PHP script. And this PHP script is actually a long period of time, delivering the HTTP response. Okay? So the HTTP response will be long, yet it's just not just long. Okay? When you look at the output here, the output that I create here, let's actually I want to reset it to the blank screen. Okay? And then just imagine that I write a browser, and I don't know whether this is an AGES request or other request. Okay? I send it out, and you can see this. The request, although it is a big request, it is being cut into two chunks, and the two chunks is actually relying on my statement here. I say something and say that I want to flush it. Flush, you can imagine that it's very similar to a C, F flush send out. Okay, flush something to the screen and then sleep for something. It is to illustrate one point is I can allow people, let's say the people is trying to talk to you. Let's say the server is talking to you by some means. Okay, let's say I will talk to you. Yes, the typing delay will be there. Now I type something and I sleep for 5 seconds and then type another sentence. It is doable that I can illustrate it using a Chrome browser with a simple web server hosting a PHP engine there. Now this is the feature that we want in order to implement the chat room. Now last time we also talked about that, hey, how about I change my illustration using the Safari. Now using Safari is a problem. Okay, so I go back to about blank. So there's a blank page, paste it, run. And in a Safari case, it's kind of different. Okay, kind of different is the high and the buy can illustrate the chat room scenario. Although there's the same TCP stream going from the Safari to the same host, same URL, right? Now, why it behaves so differently? According to I look for some books, okay? There is a first stupid thing. The thing is, okay, last time some people already looked ahead the slides and answered me. The question is about buffering. And what kind of buffering? Of course, there are buffers. It's the hole that don't want to show up. The buffer, of course, is not happening in the server because I changed the browser and you have different behavior. So the buffer is about a buffer on the server about rendering. Okay, the rendering of the HTML page. And this is someone reverse engineered it, and I found that the results is that when you are doing a Safari, okay, the Safari is having a I don't know why is this the length. Okay, the length is 204 bytes. Okay, for the buffer of the render of the HTML page. So what is the meaning? The meaning is, what if I'm doing something like this? This is a PHP script. Now what is this statement? Look at this statement. I want to print out hi, bye again. Okay, hi and then bye. I just repeat what I want to print. I just print, yet I use this, what is this? It means a string packing. I pack something to the string, and the character I want to pack is to pack white space. Okay? If you understand HTML, then you know why I pack white space. Okay? Because white space means nothing. Okay? I pack white space to the left of the string that I want to have with the amount of 2048. Okay? And still, I use the same server called AppServe8. Okay, first show it on Chrome No problem. Chrome behaves the same. Copy. Wait for 5 seconds. Good. Go to Safari. Yeah, no problem. Okay. So it seems that well, some people talk about this rendering buffer, and if we understand this, then we can do so. Of course, this is because of we don't want to use HTML5 WebSocket, then we have to do so. Now I give you one more piece of information. Okay, the piece of information is about this F sub 8. Okay, why I choose this machine? Okay, I think that if you don't taking this course, you don't know there's such a server. Okay, then you can host your home page. And this server contains one special feature. The special feature is right here. This server has gzip disabled, or yeah, just say without gzip enabled. Let me disable. So it's disabled gzip. So what is the meaning of disabling gzip? What if I change this code back to some normal server? The normal server, we can use fserv in our department, or I put it back to the Red Hat Cloud in OpenShift. Okay, and what is the code here? Let's take a look. I will also open the code. Okay. So this is the code. I just use the same piece of code, string pack with the x0248 with the number of space that packed together. Now this Chrome no longer behaves just like the F sub 8. It's behaved as a it's behaved like the Safari case before. Okay, so this is something that I don't want to say much. Why? Because you know, if this is because of the compression, then you have to understand that, hey, what is the meaning of compression? Compression means that if the HTML server, HTTP server, HTTP server, okay, sending something to you, and there is a gzip module. That gzip module have to wait for more data to come before it can produce some useful output, right? If you understand what is compression. That means that no matter how many data you pump to the module may or may not give you data. Now that is a problem. And that's why we seldom use this technique anymore, okay? Because we want to use this technique to continue to pretend to be a chat program, then we will have to do some really awful thing. What is the awful thing? Do you know what this code is doing? Take a look. Take a look what this code is doing. It's PHP code, and you can guess what it is, okay? This is a string, okay, variable, and the string variable go inside the for loop. What is dot equal? Dot equal mean concatenation. Concatenation of this string with this bunch of things. Random between A to C, okay, and make it become a character by using CHR call. So that means a random character between A and Z. So there's a set of random characters coming up, okay? And now you know it's this function called create one character, which is by random. Then I go through this loop. What is the meaning? What am I doing in this first loop? Random character. But will that random character be showed up? No. It's this not a useful thing, right? It's just a comment. Okay. Do you know why I create this comment? Yeah, I relay this now. This is a piece of random string, long, right? And together it will work with the compression engine. Can a compression engine compress random string?
There will be output, but the output may probably
longer than the original thing, right? Or well, the best case is equal size, right? But it means that it render the compression engine useless. Okay. So I pack something in order to render it useless, okay? And it seems that I'm over-engineered, right? What does it mean I'm over-engineered? I want to do some simple thing. I want to deliver hi by 2 message. And then I need to pack so many things in. Does it work? Now this is the problem, right? If it don't work, why bother? So this is called a big pack. Hi. Wow. And then bye. Okay? So it works, but it seems to over-engineer. Okay? So of course we are lucky now we have a HTML5 the HTTP streaming type. So we don't need so many things in order to emulate this effect. Okay? Of course people already get rid of this technique. Okay? Usually what they are doing, they won't do this. They will there's the pros and cons. Okay? I just give it. We will choose to implement this thing. Okay? The long polling. Not the long polling, but we call it comment. Polling is not too long, not too short. Okay, there's some engineering points here. First thing is polling is not good. Okay, actually, why it's not good? Because you're asking the server, okay, to serve you periodically. Also, the browser has to periodically send out requests, which is a CPU intensive job, right? Sometimes call the program again, sometimes call the program again. Then you will suddenly find that your CPU keep raising, the CPU utilization keep raising. Okay, so that's why nowadays we're using this. Okay, and last time I already showed you about all the things about this chat room. Okay, so if you want to play with this chat room, where is it? Okay. So you can go to here and play with this, okay? So let's see whether any people doing SQL injection again. Okay, there are some people want to inject thing. Oh, what is my login? T.Y. Wong? Oh, wow. Is this successful? No, okay. Not successful. Of course I blocked it, okay? So there's a mode, there's more, so sad, what is white, okay? I nearly find this, I'm too in the programmer mode. I find this is wild. I want to say who is wild. Okay, yeah, it's white. Okay, so yeah, then you can do the chatting. Okay, yeah, I don't want to demonstrate again. Don't waste the time. Okay, so this is the end of this talking type of thing. Now we go to another topic. Okay.